leading the way with important local coverage. You're watching WISN 12 News at 9.
Lightning flashing across the sky all around southeastern Wisconsin. More storms are moving in. Let you know how long this lasts coming up right now on 12 News at 9.
And Bucks fans back to Deer District downtown before the storms sweep through. Game 4 highlights as the team goes for the sweep against the Pistons. And the deadly car chase and house fire and the homeowner sounding off against police. And off the top at 9, a live look for you at Doppler 12 radar network. Rain and storms have arrived here in southeast Wisconsin. Let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Mark Baden, who is here to walk us all through it. Mark, any of these storms severe?
Thankfully, no severe weather, at least here in southeastern Wisconsin. I'm not anticipating any severe weather. What I am anticipating is that anytime I show a live picture to show you lightning, it won't ever happen. But we're going to stick with it for just a second. There's a lot of lightning out to the west. This is from Oconomowoc looking out to the west. All right, there was a little flash out there. 68 degrees still. It is warm across the area, and we do have thunderstorms galore out there. You can see just general rain, a few embedded thunderstorms across the northern half of our viewing area. Strongest thunderstorm right now into central sections of Jefferson County, just rolled through Fort Atkinson, moving into Jefferson right now, heading towards Sullivan and Ixonia. That could bring with it a little bit of small hail and maybe a few gusts up to maybe 30 to 40 miles per hour. You can see some of the lightning on that. Bigger picture shows this line continuing to work its way through. This is a cold front as it moves in. Temperatures are going to be dropping later on tonight. Again, we'll have a lot more on tomorrow's forecast coming up.
All right, Mark, thank you. And the storms are putting on a cool light show today. Our camera on top of the station here caught this lightning video for you there in the distance. Slowed it down a bit to get a good look at those storms as they moved in, and a live look outside right now. A look over downtown Milwaukee. Despite the rain, Fiserv Forum's been a busy place tonight. Bucks versus Pistons. It's game 4 of the first round of the NBA playoffs. You see the score right there, 86-82. Actually now 88-82. It just changed a couple of seconds ago. The Bucks on top for the first time since the second quarter. We have team coverage for you tonight. We're going to chat with Ben Wagner here in just a moment, who has those fans at the Deer District downtown. But first, let's bring in Big 12 Sports Director Dan Needles with the game highlights so far. Dan.
Well, Derek, the Bucks have not swept a 7-game playoff series since 1983, but they're trying to end that drought in Detroit tonight while handing the Pistons their 14th straight postseason loss, which would be an NBA record. Detroit did not just mail this one in. They led by 12 points in the first quarter. Blake Griffin, the nice fake, and he scores. Back came the Bucks as Giannis was on a mission. Get out of his way. Posterized his Thon Maker again. And then former Buck Ish Smith driving to the hoop. That one went into the first row of the stands. The Pistons led by 6 at halftime. Eric Bledsoe, the Bucks rallying back. Right now they lead at 88-82 in the third quarter. If the Bucks win, they move on to face the Celtics in the second round of the playoffs.
All right, Dan, thanks a lot. Well, 12 News, Ben Wagner is with those excited fans outside at Fiserv Forum. Ben, it's been a good thing the roof has a plaza out there.
Yeah, Derek, it's a real good thing there's a roof over here. We've seen a little bit of rain here over the past couple of hours. Nothing big, but they've actually moved a lot of people into the plaza area back here. There's a 28-foot TV back there, so it is packed and it is loud in here. This roof has helped a lot, but the rain certainly has not put a damper here on this playoff party. Everything started here, the Fiserv Forum Plaza, around 6 o'clock here tonight, and a little after 7 o'clock, after tip, it was packed out here at the plaza. Now, Bucks fans coming here, hoping to see something that they haven't since 2001, a playoff series victory, and a sweep at that. We've heard plenty of chants, too. We spoke with fans who have been waiting a long time to see a successful postseason Bucks team, and a little rain certainly was not going to keep fans away.
Being a part of the new arena, the new atmosphere, we thought this is the first time in how many years that we had the chance to see them get to the second round, so we thought we got to be a part of it, come down here and see everything.
Well, I'm looking for the sweep for the night, and I want them to go to round 2 and beat the Boston Celtics, and it's going to happen. And I believe they're going to bring a championship in Milwaukee.
And that's a plaza that has the roof, Ben. So everyone's still hanging out there to see if the Bucks pull this one out?
Yep, everyone is still here tonight. You can see, take one more live look here behind me. This is a busy area, and I'll tell you, for the first half, it was not exactly the happiest place. Everybody was cautiously optimistic, and now I can tell you here in just the last 10 or 15 minutes, it has gotten much, much louder as the Bucks have now taken a lead, Derek.
That lead they certainly got just in the last few minutes. Ben Wagner live for us in downtown Milwaukee. Thank you. Switching gears here now to that police chase and a deadly crash and house fire. That Milwaukee homeowner says he lost all of his belongings. 12 News' Caroline Reinwald is live for us at 13th and Capitol, where it happened on Saturday. And Caroline, how the homeowner and the driver?
Well, Derek, the driver of that suspect vehicle died. He was 27 years old. The homeowner of this house here behind me was not home when it happened, but police say that car ran over a gas line, then crashed into this house and then caught fire. Now, video on your screen here shows that scene on Saturday where police were trying to pry open the smoking car's door before it burst into flames. Officers started chasing the car on Saturday around 4:45. During a drug investigation at 40th and Hour. The car ran a stop sign at 13th and Capitol, smashing into an SUV, then crashing into the house. The driver of that SUV had minor injuries, but the other car's driver died. Miller lost almost everything in the fire and does not have home insurance. He now blames Milwaukee police.
They weren't allowed to have high-speed chases that endanger other people. And now they are, and it's happening, and crap like this happens.
Certainly not mincing words there, Caroline. Do Milwaukee police have anything to say?
Yeah, Derek, I did contact them. They told me they're going to continue pursuing vehicles, and what happened here was a tragedy due to the driver not stopping when they were trying to pull him over. They told me to contact the city's attorney's office to see who would be liable in this situation. David Miller's sisters have now set up a GoFundMe page for him, and you can find that link at WISN.com.
Caroline Reinwald reporting live in Milwaukee tonight. An 18-year-old died following a police chase that is tied to a triple shooting. A surveillance camera captured that crash Thursday at 40th and North. The car the teenager was in slammed into a school bus and a truck. 7 people were hurt. Police arrested 4 people in the car they were chasing. Investigators say the vehicle is connected to a shooting at 36th and Cortland just 20 minutes before that crash. That shooting left a 13, 14, and 16-year-old with gunshot wounds, but police say those victims are expected to survive. And a police chase this morning ended in a crash on Marquette's campus at 12th and Wisconsin. The car ended up on the median against a university pillar. No word on why police were chasing that vehicle or if anyone got hurt. ISIS bomb mom guilty plea. A Cudahy mother admitted to helping support ISIS and teaching fellow supporters how to make bombs. Wahiba Days entered that plea in federal court this morning. She admitted to hacking Facebook accounts to spread her messages. She even suggested to an undercover agent possible targets for attacks. Feds today will not say if Wisconsin was on that list. Days and another Milwaukee man pleaded guilty in unrelated ISIS cases on Monday. Can you say whether with these plea agreements, if either of these individuals are cooperating with law enforcement now to help you all develop new cases?
I can't comment on that, but I can tell you that the Joint Terrorism Task Force is working around the clock to follow up on leads and do whatever it can to try to keep the community safe.
Days faces a maximum of 20 years in federal prison. Over to Sri Lanka now. The government there apologizing today for failing to act on a warning about suicide bombing attacks just days before Easter Sunday's deadly blast. The explosions there killed 290 people, and today there was another explosion that detonated as police tried to defuse bombs found in a van. At least 24 people were arrested in connection with the attacks. And among the dead is Milwaukee Riverside High School graduate Dieter Kowalski. He was in Sri Lanka for work and had just checked into his hotel when a bomb went off. At Riverside High School, Kowalski was an outstanding student and tennis player. Retired Riverside High School math teacher Sue Cornell was his coach.
To me, he's 17 years old, and so I just had, it was unbelievable. I use that word so many times. It's just so, how can you just can't believe that it's somebody you actually know.
Kowalski graduated from UW-Madison and was working for a company in Denver. He posted on his Facebook page Friday, quote, "And the fun begins. Love these work trips. 24 hours of flying. See you soon, Sri Lanka." And then again later with a message, "I finally arrived. Local time, 3 a.m. Sunday, April 21st. A 10-year-old shot in a school. Milwaukee police say the incident happened April 5th inside St. Josephat Parish School near 8th and Lincoln, but it was not reported to police until April 17th. Investigators say an employee brought a gun to school. That gun went off and the bullet bruised a student. 12 News went by the school today to ask about the gap in time and reporting, but no one was there. An Archdiocese spokesperson claims it contacted police on the 12th, which was 8 days after the incident. Police arrested the employee and are sending the case to the district attorney for possible charges. New for you here at 9 o'clock, an update on the Wisconsin police dog stabbed on the job. The Green Bay Police K-9 is back to work after nearly losing his life. Pyro returned to work today. You can see him there, a little active. He's still recovering from several injuries to his neck, esophagus, and stomach. Police say he's coming back to work on light-duty assignments, things like drug sniffing and training. A suspect stabbed Pyro during a weapons call earlier this month. His handler calls his survival a miracle.
I just wanted to take this time to say thank you. It truly has been amazing, and the easiest way for me to extend my gratitude to everyone here is to come up here, be uncomfortable in front of everyone, and just say truly thank you.
The man who police say stabbed Pyro is in custody. Looking ahead to Tuesday, Wisconsin lottery officials say we'll learn who claimed the $768 million Powerball jackpot. They're holding a press conference in Madison at noon tomorrow. And you'll remember the New Berlin Speedway gas station at Moreland and Beloit sold that winning ticket last month. Let's get back to Chief Meteorologist Mark Baden. And Mark, you are watching the radar and where the storms are heading.
Yeah, it's an active scene behind me. The strongest storms hitting our northern and western counties right now. How much longer these storms stick around? That's next to Weather Watch 12.
And a presidential candidate's proposal to wipe out student debt. Who would be eligible and the plan to pay for it? And later, a sinking car rescue, the race to save a woman inside, how Good Samaritans got her out. Ahead this week, you can see all 3 rounds of the NFL Draft live on our main channel, WISN 12.1. Our coverage begins Thursday at 6:30 with the Big 12 Sports Draft Special. It's live from Good City Brewing. The Big 12 Sports crew will take a look at who the Packers could pick. Then stay tuned for ABC's live coverage from Nashville at 7 o'clock only on WISN 12. To Commitment 2020 coverage here at 9 o'clock, Massachusetts Senator and Democratic presidential candidate Elizabeth Warren says she wants to wipe out millions of Americans' student loan debt.
Anyone who's got outstanding student loan debt can have up to $50,000 worth of student loan debt canceled out so long as their income is under $100,000.
Warren's plan would also make tuition and fees for all public colleges free. Warren says her wealth tax would pay for it. Her campaign puts the cost at more than $1 trillion. It's her push to stand out in a crowded Democratic field.
I'd be honored if you'd join me in this mission.
I'm running because I'm a patriot, because I believe in this country, and because I've never wanted to sit on the sidelines when it comes to serving it.
Democratic Massachusetts Congressman Seth Moulton says he is running in 2020 as well. And tonight, sources with CNN say former Vice President Joe Biden will announce his candidacy this week. That would make the field of Democrats total 20 who have officially announced their intention to take on President Trump in the race in 2020. The president is holding a rally here in Wisconsin this Saturday. The president won Wisconsin by 26,000 votes in 2016, but experts think Wisconsin will be a battleground state in the 2020 election. And Patrick's in the newsroom right now with a look ahead for what we're working on for you at 10 o'clock. Patrick.
A new plan to run a restaurant at Milwaukee's Bradford Beach, where it will go, what's on the menu, and how one group will design it around a Chicago concept. It's all new tonight on 12 News at 10.
All right, Patrick, we'll see you at the top of the hour. Does growing hemp at the Mitchell Park Domes make sense? Supporters think the potentially booming hemp industry could mean big bucks for the Parks Department. But a new report raises concerns about hemp laws and the size of the dome's 6 greenhouses.
That's not the sort of facility that can support an industrial growing operation like that.
It's a way for our Parks Department to get revenues without raising taxes or coming out of a budget.
Supporters suggest turning the greenhouses into a sort of seed bank. The County Parks Department recommended putting the dome plans on hold. A discussion could continue at the full county board meeting that is scheduled for later this week. And it's now easier than ever to stock up on a Wisconsin classic. Spotted Cow beer is now being sold by the case, a rare move within the craft beer industry. New Glarus Brewing launched 24 packs of their cans today. The packaging will be produced at the Menasha Packaging in Neenah. The popular beer is still only sold in Wisconsin. All right, it would have been a nice day for a cold one, Mark. But
I think they're enjoying cold ones right now down there at the Deer District.
So many people out there, and it's a great night to do it before the storms roll in, of course.
That and before it gets a lot colder again. You know, we had 2 days in a row in the 70s. Yes. Not tomorrow. Sorry. No. But it was nice. First time since October 9th and 10th of last year that we had 2 days in a row in the 70s. It was 76 today, 74 yesterday. And it was actually 3 days in a row of really nice weather. There was a little lightning strike there. We'll hang out here for a second. 70 degrees still at 9 o'clock. It is glorious in terms of temperatures, but now, of course, things will change as these thunderstorms will come rolling in. Last chance here to show you any thunderstorms on this. Nope. Let's head out to Delavan. Maybe we'll find a lightning strike there. 63 degrees still in Delavan. They've had some rain roll through there. Come on, Oconomowoc. Don't fail me now. Give me a nice lightning strike. You can do it. That's the longest dead air I think I could possibly imagine. And it didn't happen. Look at these temperatures. Uh-oh. What is happening here? It's getting a lot colder. 48 right now in Fond du Lac, 47 in Sheboygan. And look at Milwaukee, 70 and 70 degrees in Racine. The producer's going crazy right now. Hurry up. 35 degrees in Superior, so something's going on. Yes, it will be cooling down. It will not be in the 70s for tomorrow. Pollen, this is one good thing about the rain coming in. It's super high right now. The tree pollen is nasty. It will go down thanks to the rain that we're getting right now. Thunderstorms to our south, thunderstorms pretty much right over our heads, and then some scattered showers will work their way through. Lots of lightning still flashing across the sky, contrary to what you saw on my sky cameras. But we do have lots of lightning out there. No severe weather, not expecting severe weather. Nonetheless, anytime there's lightning around, take it seriously. It can be very, very dangerous. Lots of rain here and heavy rain as well, extending through Dodge County, working its way through Washington County right now. So pretty much from Horicon extending back down to Eustisford through Watertown, through Ixonia and Sullivan, just now pushing back into Lake Country into Waukesha County. So Lac La Belle, you're getting hit right now. This will continue to move rapidly to the east-northeast at about 40 miles per hour. So through 11 o'clock, about 1 o'clock in the morning or so, things will still be seeing some rain and some thunderstorms. Cloudy skies in the morning, but as the day goes on, voila, we clear things out nicely. The bummer is, look at the wind direction coming in out of the north. That will be much cooler than what we had for today, but we get into Wednesday, southwesterly winds here, and that will warm us right back up. Pretty active pattern here. Bring the rain out. We get through Wednesday, Thursday, more rain. Watch what happens on Saturday here. Holy moly, what is that? That's snow, but that's north of us. Not expecting that here. We will see some rain moving back in on Saturday. So tomorrow, not as nice. You can still get outside, though, in the afternoon. Wednesday's definitely an outside day. Beautiful day. Not quite as warm as today. More rain on Thursday, another nice day for Friday. Here's how it plays out temperature-wise. 55 degrees, we'll clear it out as the day goes on. 65 degrees on Wednesday, that is a good one. Rain showers on Thursday, not raining all day, but you're going to need your umbrella. 60 on Friday, showers likely again on Saturday. Again, not an all-day rain, but umbrella weather. And then back to 50, looks dry on Sunday, 53 degrees on Monday. So it was great to get a couple days in a row in the 70s. There are a lot of storm lovers out there. They're kind of excited to see this. I'm kind of excited as well, and especially because no severe weather in terms of any kind of big hail or wind.
Just be mindful of slick roads as you're heading home
Absolutely.
tonight. All right, Mark, thank you. Next here at 9 o'clock, a sinking car rescue. The Good Samaritans who jumped in to save a woman's life. They explain what they turned to when they found all of the doors locked. To the news flash at 9, and the Philadelphia Good Samaritans who jumped into a river to save a woman from a sinking car.
I was able to hoist him up onto the back of the car, and he was able to bang the glass out of the back of the car.
Yeah, they had to do that because all of the doors in that car were locked. People in a passing boat helped bring that woman to shore. Medics took her to the hospital for observation. And Samsung is delaying the release of its Galaxy folding phone. Users are reporting broken hinges and broken screens. Samsung had listed the phone tablet combo for nearly $2,000. A new release date is expected in the coming weeks.
Duck! Got it! How many are there? Duck, got it! Duck, got it!
California firefighters hunting for some ducklings on Easter weekend in a good way. They found 10 little ones trapped in a storm drain. As the team worked, the duck's mama watching nearby. Firefighters released the family into a nearby creek. And Dan is here at the desk. It seems like the Brewers are only playing the Dodgers and Cardinals.
Pretty much, yeah. 13 straight games against those two teams. A little home run derby in tonight's series opener in St. Louis. And Giannis and the Bucks receiving a stiff test from the Pistons tonight as Detroit tries to stave off elimination. It's all next in Big 12 Sports.
Big 12 Sports, presented by Menards.
You know, it's not easy to sweep an NBA team for an entire season. That's what the Bucks are trying to do to the Pistons tonight. Milwaukee won all 4 regular season games. Tonight they're trying for a 4-game playoff series sweep. The Pistons were the better team for most of the first half. Giannis trying to force something there. He missed. The Pistons pushed it the other way. Blake Griffin scores. Detroit had a 12-point lead. Giannis would make up for that. He opened the second quarter by hitting a 3-pointer, which is always a good sign for Giannis. Then he gets a clear lane to the hoop, and look out, Thonmaker throws it down. Giannis had 11 points in the second quarter, 17 in the first half. The and one right there. But Reggie Jackson had 20 in the opening half. This follow slam gave the Pistons a 6-point halftime edge. They led much of the third quarter, but their big men all got into foul trouble. Giannis taking advantage. He has 36 right now, and the Bucks have a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter, 108-90. Meanwhile, the Brewers opened the series in St. Louis. Adrian Hauser made his first major league start for the Brewers. Hauser escaped a couple of early jams, but in the fourth, Dexter Fowler hit this 2-run homer into the bullpen. So it was 3-0. With 1 out in the fifth, the Brewers still had not had a base runner, but Ryan Braun ended the perfect game with his 5th home run of the season, solo shot. 2 batters later, Hernan Perez with his 3rd of the season. That's a 2-run blast. And suddenly the game is tied at 3. But with Hauser still pitching in the bottom of the 5th, Brewer killer Paul Goldschmidt blasted a 2-run homer. Right now the Cardinals are leading 9-4 in the 7th. The NFL Draft starts Thursday here on WISN 12. The Packers have 10 picks spread out over 3 days, and thanks to a free agent spending spree, GM Brian Gutekunst should have plenty of freedom with those picks. Green Bay spent $56 million in signing bonuses in March to 4 potential starters, including outside linebackers Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith. Filling major needs in free agency impacts Goody's ability to stay true to his board starting Thursday night in round 1.
In some ways, they probably will. I think the biggest thing for me was just, we'd always like to attack this thing with the best player available and not really focus on too many needs. I think, the more you do in March, certainly the more confident you feel, and just sit there and picking the best player regardless of what you feel you may need.
So that starts Thursday. Bucks up 23 all of a sudden. They just turned it on. They were behind in the third quarter, and late in the third quarter, they had a run to take the lead.
That
now
gap got slimmer and slimmer, and now the Bucks have just turned it on. Pistons not able to keep up.
So the Bucks will sweep the series. Then they take on the Celtics, and we still don't know when that will begin. It could be Saturday, it could be Sunday. Hopefully not right in the middle of the NFL draft. But it will start at Fiserv Forum. Of course, the Celtics beat the Bucks last year in the first round, and the home team won every game. This time the Bucks have
Tables
home
are
court.
flipped.
Yeah.
All right, so hopefully a different outcome. Mark, that radar is very busy.
It is. Thunderstorms galore out there. The good thing is, again, none of these are severe, but there's lots of lightning. So, again, just keep it inside when the lightning is around. When the thunder roars, get indoors. Sorry. And we will watch as these thunderstorms roll throughout the next couple of hours and then quiet things down for tomorrow. Much cooler tomorrow than we were for today.
All right, thanks for staying with us. We'll see you on 12.1 at the top of the hour.